Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Kathy's Corner, Seed in the Sand, and this is chapter 5 of Umps and Outs. And the game of baseball and umpires and how sometimes life can be fair and sometimes life can be really unfair. And so what I wanted to talk to you about umpires today is, I watched the game of baseball and I played the game of softball, and I really enjoyed the game. And I think that as a whole, that's what it's all about, is enjoying the game and making sure that the game is played well and fair and balanced and supported on both sides equally, like a balance, on both sides. Unfortunately, that doesn't happen, and I talked the last couple of days about the when that balance is one team is down here and one team is up there, or the opposite way. But yeah, we got to find a way to balance it out. And, like after a night of bad calls or bad, like feeling like you've been snubbed by the umpires, what do you do the next night when you face them again? Do you hold a grudge? Do you badmouth them? Do you talk about them to their face in a poor sportsman-like way, or do you just like let it go and wash your hands of the past and stay in the present moment? So so that's kind of where I'm at today. In my personal life, I have kind of this feeling. Years ago, not years ago, last year, I had one that was called Buoys and Anchors. And the anchors kind of like attached to you and dragged you down, and you had to kick them off and give them resources as a buoy, so that they didn't take you down with them and have you both drown. So that's what I'm kind of thinking about in my personal life now, where it's like, even umpires, like if they're having a bad day and they're calling against your team or against you as a individual, you kind of like gotta push that off, let them go, let them do their thing. They're gonna do what they're gonna do, but you can't have them attached to you. So you kind of kick them off and offer them a buoy of resources of, saying, use your tools, or, here's a phone number of somebody you can call, or, this is, however you want to say it. But I had an incident where I had to go to a police agency, and I was treated unfairly. And I can either hold on to that and say, "Oh, they mistreated me. They interrogated me. They made me feel as if I was some kind of villain or criminal," or you can kick that off and offer resources to say, okay, that sucked. I didn't like that. But I have to like detach from it and kind of like keep them at arm's length from now on. So I hope that made sense. So, all right. So these are the Healing Spirit cards by Gordon Smith. And they look like this. And this is the rosary that I received from Cardinal Dolan, and it broke into pieces when I put it through the wash, my own fault. And 10 years later, 15 years later, I asked for the beads back again. I had them in a box, and they were all intact. And so I can't explain how that happened. But I do expect miracles because I feel like that was a miracle in my life. And this rosary is me, and I am it. And I take it with me everywhere, and I'm more careful with it now. And the intention that I'm setting for the cards is how to decipher when to kick someone off and when to stand up for yourself, set boundaries, hold on tighter. And it says always in motion, and it looks like this. And the book says, sorry, the print is really small, so it's hard to read sometimes. Always in motion. The universe is always in motion, though it may appear static to us. This is also a way of the true spiritual worker who may appear to be still in their meditation, but their spirit body is always keeping pace with the higher vibrations of the universe. You and your spirit guide are becoming one mind now, always working with the purpose of healing and bringing balance. Healing and bringing balance. Remember, the true spiritual worker offers to serve, and the spiritual work never stops. I like that because I do feel like I am a servant, and I share this. I share this with everyone. I shared it with Cardinal Nolan, and he never responded. Didn't know what to say, I think. And I'm here to serve, and maybe this is my way of doing that. And so instead of kicking off and letting that take me down, I'm holding on tight. You know, I'm holding on tight to that rosary with my mama, my real heavenly mother. And so yeah, so I hope everybody has a great day today.